think the most important thing is that you need to dream, and people will criticize you when you have brand new ideas, but you need to keep dreaming and working on your dreams. Don't let anybody put you down. And I think what we see here is a vision of the future, and it's very exciting.
Welcome to Infrastructure Vision 2050 Challenge Finale.
What AEM tried to do was to tap into the global community of innovators and inspire them to think big about what's next for U.S. infrastructure.
And it's time for that next big infrastructure project. It's been 60 years, and we just want to energize attendees and to start thinking about what's next.
Over the past 2 years, AEM has tried to move away from the same old tired discussion about financing and funding of U.S. infrastructure and talk about what's next. What do we need to do to be ready for the year 2050 and beyond?
The winner is
Hyperlane.
I'm always looking for passion and energy, right? Because you have to bring passion and energy to something that you really are going to get behind.
Hyperlane excelled there. They had an awesome story. They took the time to look at the details. They took the time to really explain the problem. They weren't the only ones. There were a lot of presentations that really explained what problem we're trying to solve.
I think the infrastructure industry hasn't changed by a long time, so I think there's a huge opportunity to make innovations in this space.
I think the key takeaway is that we don't have to accept the flaws in the status quo. There's really a lot of opportunity to think, I hate this term, but to think outside the box, right? And to do some really cool stuff, to rethink the challenges that we have with infrastructure today. So be inspired and let's find new ways to do things.
AEM is playing a proactive role in the U.S. infrastructure conversation. We know we have a problem. We've outlined the stats. We're all familiar with the crumbling bridges, congestion, and we're ready to move forward and stop talking about the status quo and start proactively talking about solutions.
We plan to continue to leverage all the assets and partnerships that we've developed over the past 2 years, and we're also thinking about ways to take the discussions that we heard here today back to Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C.
We want more crazy ideas. We want more innovators doing amazing things. Thank you to AEM, and thank you to all of you for being here. This is just an amazing thing, and I hope wonderful, amazing things come from this.